Good day, I'm Andrea Chisholm and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, April 24. The Inter-American Development Bank (IDB) and the World Bank have each agreed to allocate $510 million in financing to Jamaica over the next 4 years. The money will supplement the $958 million the country expects to get from the International Monetary Fund under a 4-year extended fund facility. Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips made that disclosure in Washington, D.C. this week after meeting with IDB President Luis Alberto Moreno. Dr. Phillips was in the U.S. to engage with critical stakeholders at the regular spring meetings of the IMF and the World Bank. Coming out of those talks, a World Bank mission is expected in Jamaica in May to continue work on the new Country Partnership Strategy (CPS). This initiative will provide support for Jamaica as it looks to increase economic growth, create jobs, and fight poverty. Opposition spokesman on Finance Audley Shaw has endorsed government's plans to establish agro-parks, which will move the country closer to food security.
We fully support this concept. We believe in a value-added approach to agriculture, where farmers' output can become agro-processors' input, with branded products such as sauces and spices.
Mr. Shaw was making his contribution to the 2013-2014 budget debate in Parliament on Tuesday. In opening the debate last Thursday, Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips said approximately $1.1 billion would flow to farmers this fiscal year as a result of activities on the first 5 of 9 agro-parks. This will also mean direct employment for 1,500 people with another 2,500 part-time jobs. In the meantime, the budget debate continued Wednesday with a presentation from the Minister of Science, Technology, Energy and Mining. The opposition leader is scheduled to make his presentation on Thursday, with the Prime Minister slated to speak next week, Tuesday. The Finance Minister closes the debate on May 1. Government is taking steps to increase the use of information and communications technology (ICT) in schools this fiscal year. Education Minister Reverend Ronald Thwaites made the disclosure recently, saying ICT in the education sector was crucial for enhancing knowledge and human development.
We are so calibrating it that it will indeed be available at the earliest levels of education. The insertion of information technology in education is not just for the higher forms, but must go to the primary level and indeed wherever possible.
Minister Thwaites was speaking at the opening of a 4-day ICT in Education capacity building workshop at the Planning Institute of Jamaica. The workshop was organized by the Education Ministry in collaboration with UNESCO. Some 140,000 corporate area students are to benefit from the planned expansion of government's breakfast school feeding program. It represents the joint efforts of the Agriculture and Education Ministries. Agriculture Minister Roger Clark says broadening the school feeding program this year will see liquid eggs being fused into the manufacturing of the Nutri-Bun.
We want to twin the feeding of our school children with the growing of our agriculture. But even more importantly, to make our young people begin to have a feel as to the taste and the quality and the nutritional value of the things we produce in Jamaica.
He says the pilot breakfast school feeding program will be extended throughout the entire country in short order. The quality of education and healthcare offered at several public and private institutions will be significantly enhanced, courtesy of donations from a group called the America Friends of Jamaica. Grants and items were presented recently to the Breads Foundation, Bustamante Children's Hospital, Cornwall Regional Hospital's We Care Foundation, Hope Gardens, Rosetown Foundation, St. Andrew Care Center, and the University of the West Indies.
Jamaica embraces in a way like no other place on earth. So we are fortunate. And because we've been fortunate, we know how important it is for us to share.
At the handing over, Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson expressed gratitude for the donations.
We are sure that it will go towards some worthy cause, either for diagnostic equipment or for strengthening of the institutions. And whatever the cause, I know it will be of great benefit to these institutions in strengthening the quality of care across the country.
And finally, the official funeral for the late Olive Lewin takes place this Saturday, April 27, at the University Chapel in Mona. The service begins at 1 p.m. after tributes to the deceased cultural icon that commence at 11 in the morning. In the meantime, several government and private sector entities are partnering to organize a wake or setup in honor of Dr. Lewin this Thursday. It will be held at the Louise Bennett Garden Theatre at Ranny Williams Entertainment Center and will run from 6 p.m. to 12 midnight. Various traditional and folk groups will pay tribute in dance and song, and the African Caribbean Institute of Jamaica, Jamaica Memory Bank, will mount an exhibition featuring the instruments used in the folk music forms that Dr. Lewin documented in her many years of folk research. The Creative Production and Training Center will also show a multimedia presentation on her life and work, and a condolence book will be opened at the Institute of Jamaica for members of the public to sign. And that's it for GIS News today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.